Welcome to our brand new show, the Saxon Playbook. From school to Chicago to national updates, we have all you need. Our teams have been putting in the work and we're ready to show you what's going on. Let's go. Let's start in the wrestling room. The girls team is growing fast and setting big goals for the season. Here's what the coaches have to tell us.
Wrestling is a wild sport because you gotta be in shape. I mean, you gotta be able to go 6 minutes. So the practices are legitimately the hardest practices there is because of what you put your body through in terms of being able to go for 6 minutes. So we work them really, really hard. And the technical skills really are basically drilling those moves over and over again, which is boring at times, boring most of the time, but it's so vitally important. And I think our really good wrestlers have embraced that idea. That, you know, it's a grind of repetition. So then when you go out on the mat, you just react instead of thinking about it. A lot of the girls that we have done a ton of work in the off season. With wrestling, it is a long season, but to keep up and get better and get ahead, you got to do some work in the off season. So we have an off season club we run. A lot of our girls have been to Fargo, which is the national tournament. They held in July. They have 30 wrestling mats down, and there's 2,000 girls. So all those experiences is like having another extra season. And so when we had our first meet last night, they came in, they looked really well. So they're buying into it. The idea that it's more than a season. It's the off season also. So I think that's one of our biggest differences for our success so far.
Next to the pool, where the boys swim and dive team have been making waves early on in the season. Let's check in with them.
So I'm the diving coach, so I'm going to talk about diving mostly, but I think the swimmers have been doing good. But our diving team has really started out really well this season. We have a really large team and it's young, and they're all doing dives, which is obviously, but not so obviously because normally people just learn how to do it there. So it's such a great start to the season. I'm so excited. All of my divers have been killing it in their own right this season. But if I had to pick one, I would say Adric Vineco has really surprised me this season. He kind of started a very little bit at the end of last season, and then this season he hit the ground running and was able to learn a lot of dives in a very short amount of time and do them well. And so I'm just so proud of all the work that he's been putting into the season, and so impressed with everything he's done. But our diving team as a whole has been killing it. I mean, we swept Palatine, just the divers, not the swimmers, but we swept Palatine at our first meet, so that's kind of cool. So, yeah. So with having such a brand new team, usually your goals are, okay, you want to get everybody in a 6-dive meet, you want to get everybody to be able to do 11 dives. Well, I guess those would be my goals, but a lot of my divers are already at that point. So I gotta think of some new ones, but honestly, it's really just getting used to being in the sport, not hating it because it's an easy sport to also kind of hate, and then sticking with it and just seeing how far they can go. So
now it's time to get professional. Let's see what the Chicago Bears have been up to this season.
Hi Saxons, today I will talk about the Chicago Bears and how they are doing this season. The Bears currently sit at a 9-4 record on the season. Their chances of making it to their first playoffs since 2018 are about 61.8%. Following their loss to the Green Bay Packers, they currently sit at a 7th seed in the NFC. Although they have a high risk of missing the playoffs with a tough last 4 games, including the Lions, 49ers, and Packers, all of Chicago is rooting for the Bears in their recent success, and we are very excited to see how they finish. I'm Mitt from the Berg, and now back to Trace.
And a quick worldwide sports update here for you. A few headlines right now. Notre Dame not making the college football playoff, and that is Miami taking the last at-large spot. Obviously, Notre Dame, a lot of controversy not being in a conference, so that could have obviously stopped them from getting a conference championship spot. Also, Phillip Rivers returning to the NFL for the Colts, 44 years old. His first appearance in the NFL since 2020, probably coming up this Sunday. So we'll see. Thank you guys for joining us on the first episode of the Saxon Playbook. I'm Trace, and I'll see you next time.